Live at the Grapevine. I'm Yehoshua Werth. This is the Kosher Spirit Review, all of the wine review. And today, this is, wow, established in 1798. That's a little older than my friend behind the camera and myself combined about 10 times. This is the Tobermorey distillery in the Isle of Mull. Most people are not going to be familiar with the Isle of Mull, or the Isle of Skye, or the Isle of Arran, but they will be familiar with Islay scotches. This is a smokier scotch, which means they do the floor maltings, they will dry and germinate the maltings with peat moss or peat, this dirt, thick goop stuff that becomes like a charcoal, and they will smoke the grain dry and finish the germination process this way. What does that do to the flavor? Well, people think, oh, but my Glenlivet doesn't have that, or my whatever Glen blah blah blah, Highland blah blah blah, Highland Johnny Walker, that doesn't have this smokiness. Well, but the original way, ending about 30 years ago, all of them were in some way having a little bit of peat. What this is getting back to the foundation of the Scotch. This is the way Scotch was always made, because who wanted to spend all this money on sources of being able to dry the grains that they didn't have when you had an abundant supply of peat? This is the Tobermorey barn. I think you can see it right there. Right there we go. Yeah, okay. And this is the foundational way that Scotch is and has been for hundreds and hundreds of years. This is a 10-year expression. I find the smokier Scotches at 10 years old can be extremely mature in flavor and don't need to be the 15-year or the 18-year or the 21-year. Please stop looking at years to think it's something great. Taste the whiskeys as this wafts some beautiful smokiness in my nose, and find the one you like based upon how it is versus what it's not being old. Wow, okay. Picture like a pie. Like a smoky fall dessert pie. Strawberries and cherries and smoky crust. Of course, you get this beautiful malt barley thing coming up at you. Very clean, kind of candy-ish vibe Scotch, that's for sure. And what I'm doing by waving this around is I'm calming it down. Whiskey has tannins too, like a wine. With a little bit of air, it can calm down. But we put water on it also to bring out flavors from inside, to lower the alcohol level. And this is a bourbon aged barrel, and I already said a shea alcohol, so I'm not cheating by just taking a sip of this whiskey. L'chaim v'bracha. Like a fruity nut brittle candy. Not so strong in the peat, actually. The smokiness is only like a little accenting flavor. It's not really a smoky whiskey, and it's not Lefroy or Ardbeg. Very nice. Kind of, if a person likes Bunnahabhain, this one's got a little more aggressive, little spice nut thing going on, but a beautifully made whiskey. This is the Tobermorey 10-year. This is 43% alcohol. I very much enjoy this soft drinking, little slightly peated whiskey, unchilled filtered, which means you're going to get the esters and the oils and all things. Long finish. 10-year whiskey. 1798. This Tobermorey. I'm Yehoshua Werth, live at the Grapevine. This is the Kosher Spirit Review.